Greetings, gentle listeners, and welcome to the Short Story Central, where we invite you to join us on an auditory narrative experience. It is with pride that we present to you our story for this evening, a continuation of our first episode, Memories of the Forest, Part 2. Now, dear listeners, allow the outside world to fade away, and without further ado, sit back, relax, and let the show begin. The sun rose over the Onophan forest, spreading a refreshing light over the land. Beneath the canopy of the massive oaks, two children walked down a dusty trail, looking around. The boy, Alex, brushed his long hair out of the way, promptly putting a green cap on. The girl, Emily, looked up into the trees, marveling at the light streaking through the leaves.
It's just as I remembered it. Wow, this is wild.
Emily looked around, a smile never ceasing to appear on her face. Alex, however, was more wary.
Emily, how are you being so, you? This shouldn't be possible. We don't know how this happened, let alone why, and you're just so nonchalant about everything.
Come on, Alex, look around. The forest is exactly as I remembered it. Sure, it's odd, very odd, but there's not really anything we can do about that, right? Exactly. Stop being such a Debbie Downer, and let's go have some fun.
For the first time since their encounter with that mystical creature, a smile crawled onto Alex's face.
Race you to the clearing?
Alex smirked again and mimicked the starting pose he would always see on television, and Emily followed his lead, beaming with excitement.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alex took off.
Hey, that's not fair!
Emily stumbled, but quickly regained herself and chased after Alex, who was laughing and maintaining his lead. They drew closer to the clearing, and Emily, determined not to lose to her brother, strained herself and pushed past Alex and burst into the clearing, cheering.
Woo! Take that, Alex!
Well, I tried. Good race, but I'm still better at swordplay.
Yeah, right.
Emily picked up a branch and wielded it like a blade. She grinned and laughed at Alex as he dodged and grabbed a branch of his own. As the siblings battled, they zoned in on the fight, unaware of the eyes watching them from the edge of the clearing. The silent watcher carefully examined their motions, studying their style and form. Emily suddenly caught a glimpse of something in the trees, a large, indistinct shape. As soon as she saw it, it vanished, the brush waving as it fled into the woods. While she was distracted by the odd creature, Alex took his opening and lunged.
Boom, got you. I told you I was better than you at this.
Oh, please, I was distracted. If I was paying attention, then I would have easily won.
Oh, distracted? That's too bad. And what cute little creature distracted you this time? A bunny rabbit? A little butterfly?
Emily absent-mindedly swung at Alex, which he easily dodged, as she continued to watch the spot where the creature had disappeared.
No, I don't know what it was. It was big, though. I'm gonna go follow it.
What? Emily, no.
Emily darted off towards the place she last saw the creature, but Alex hesitated.
Emily, why do you always do this?
Alex followed Emily into the bushes, trying to keep up as she recklessly plowed forward.
Emily, slow down.
Come on, Alex. Why don't you hurry up?
As the siblings ventured deeper into the forest, the trees grew closer together and the canopy became thicker and thicker. Their surroundings became darker as they continued, until suddenly they stumbled out into another clearing, this one far less lush. The ground they stood upon was soft, the dirt uneven. Looking around, to their left there was a large crystal lake, and to the right a dark cavern that seemed to plunge into the depths of the earth. Emily approached the cave, its opening shrouded in darkness.
Ooh, Let's see what's inside, Alex.
Without waiting for an answer, Emily marched in, her footsteps echoing softly against the rocky walls.
Emily, why do you always do something like this?
Alex hesitated for a moment before following her, his senses on high alert as they ventured deeper. The air grew cooler as they explored further into the cavern, the dim light from above gradually fading into darkness. Emily strained her eyes, searching for any sign of movement within the shadows. Suddenly, a low growl echoed through the chamber.
Come on, Alex, let's just go back.
There was a long pause, with no response from her brother.
Alex?
Footsteps sounded in the dark, running towards Emily.
Aha, Emily! Sorry, I went looking for the way out. Come on, I think I found the exit.
Alex, are you sure this is the way out?
Yeah, I saw another tunnel going straight up with light at the end.
Okay.
Emily grew apprehensive. Alex was never bold enough to explore on his own, especially without a light source. How could he have found a way out so quickly when they'd been walking for some time?
Okay, just around here. Ladies first.
Alex dramatically bowed, gesturing to his right. Now that Emily's eyes were adjusted, she could see that there was indeed a tunnel going up, but no sign of light.
Emily, where did you go? What are you doing down there?
Emily looked back up to where they had come from, where Alex's voice seemed to be coming from, and then back to the Alex standing right in front of her. Only now did she notice something. The Alex standing in front of her hadn't the stick that he had sheathed before they went in. She started backtracking up the path they'd come down.
Careful, Emily. That's not me up there. I'm right here, aren't I?
You're not Alex. I know you aren't. So what are you?
The facade of Alex seemed to fade away in front of her as a creature writhed and stretched in place of her false brother. The creature now straightened up, looming over Emily, nearly twice her height. She couldn't quite make out its shape in the dark, but her brain was screaming at her to run. And so she did, sprinting up the incline in the darkness until she saw a bobbing light ahead. Into view came Alex, running, flashlight in one hand and his flimsy stick in the other. The creature was catching up to Emily. She could hear its feet pounding on the rock.
Duck!
Emily quickly ducked her head as Alex threw his stick with all the strength of the creature. It must have hit its eye or something similar, because it screeched and staggered momentarily before charging at them with even more anger. Looking around, Emily saw something large in the shadows, and she hoped she could use it against the creature. Grasping at it, she quickly swung around, the object making contact with the creature with a loud crack. The creature stumbled to the side, and Alex, seeing his opportunity, charged at the creature, ramming into its side with his shoulder. The shapeshifter was knocked back, and it scrambled and fell off the side of the path, which Emily hadn't even noticed was a steep incline.
Okay, I think that was enough adventure for me today.
Alex picked up the flashlight, which had fallen in the throes of the action. He peered over the edge, unable to see the bottom. Emily swung around the object in her hand, which she now saw, in Alex's light, was an old sword of sorts.
Yeah, I'd say it's certainly time to head back.
Exhausted, and now newly aware and concerned, the siblings trudged out of the cave, met with the early morning sun shining joyfully upon them. As they continued on, exploring the forest more, they didn't notice the cave entrance slowly seal behind them, smoothing out into a solid rock wall. Nor did they spot the owl in the trees, watching their every move carefully. As the curtains draw to a close on this enchanting story, remember that our doors will always stay open, welcoming you into another mystical tale. Until our paths cross again, whether in the realms of suspense, romance, or the fantastical. May your day or night be filled with joy and comfort. Goodbye for now, dear listeners, and stay tuned for part 3. Alex, voiced by TheKingThing. Emily, voiced by Nox. Shapeshifter, voiced by Ember and TheKingThing. Written and narrated by TheVoidLegend. Brought to you by VoidKing Studios.